With this video, I'd like to review the settings for exporting JPEG files to the web. So in the library module within Lightroom, I will go down to the export feature. I've got my image selected. You can select one or multiple. I'm going to go to export down on the bottom left-hand side. This is a really important aspect to learn within using Lightroom. What you first want to do is set the specific folder that you want to set it to. I've already set it to a specific folder, users, my computer, and then web JPEGs. You can also go about setting that by choose, and I'm going to put that within a subfolder. So I've clicked that particular box and I've set it up to the particular settings. So I just put it as 2000 pixel long dimension JPEGs. That's what those two abbreviated words stand for. I'm going to move down next to file naming. If you'd like to rename, this is where you go through that particular option. You have these different options here. You can click on that particular button. I'll just leave it at file name for the time being. Moving down, we're not doing video, so we'll just pass that. In terms of file settings, this is the really important aspect of what you're focusing on in terms of creating JPEGs. I recommend that you guys set up a really good protocol for how you go about making your images or setting up your JPEGs. You should determine that first before you even start setting up a website to determine what size, how large do you want those images to be. And I'm going to go through that in just a minute in terms of the sizes that I recommend. Here I'm going to change that format to JPEG. This is very important that you set your color space to sRGB. I'm going to go ahead and set that. And then quality, 79 is great. This is a holdover from a long time ago, but generally one under the highest setting is going to maximize both the file size and minimize the file size and maximize the quality. Going to image size, I really prefer the long edge and the short edge, and you'll see me use both of those in the videos that I do for this class. I generally go towards the long edge. I'm going to go ahead and leave that selected. And right now I'm going to just leave it at 2400 pixels. I just wanted to show you guys how this translates to inches. So if you're unsure how to size your file, you can go ahead and select in here to inches, and that's equal, 2400 pixels is equal to 8 inches. So what I'm going to do is switch that back. Because we're doing web-based images, we're going to leave them as pixels, not inches, unless someone gives you a specific size to match. And I recommend if you're looking at cargo or your own website, you determine what size is the native resolution for the website that you're setting up. Something to determine prior to really creating all these JPEGs. For the class, just a basic size that minimizes both size and quality is 2000 pixels. And you can see once again, if I want to convert that, 6.67 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it back to pixels. Resolution, I can just leave that at 300. Output sharpening is a matter of choice. Generally, I prefer doing that within Lightroom, within Adobe Camera Raw. I'm going to go ahead and leave that unselected. If you find that you want things to sharpen up a little bit, then you'd go ahead and select the Sharpen For. Determine that. In our particular instance, it would be for screen. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off for the time being. You can close those. Metadata is just the basic information that your file contains. A lot of times if you want to put that to the web, you can remove all the personal information, remove location information as well. Watermarking, that's a matter of choice. I generally do not do that, but that's up to you. If you'd like to watermark your images, this is where it's located. And then I'm just going to leave post-processing alone. And I'll just go ahead and export, and it will go to the destination that I set up here. So I'll go ahead and export. And that concludes the video.